tour with a naked face because I'm going to be doing Chloe Ting's 2-week ab challenge. I am not 100% sure how successful this will be, but I'm hoping by the end of this I'll have kind of abs, sort of abs. Like, my hopes aren't that high because I have a pretty thick layer of the goods here. So yeah, I will be taking before and after measurements, as in like tape measurements, because I don't like numbers. Weight is a bit inaccurate sometimes, especially when you're someone like me who has like really thick limbs and thighs that are thick because of fat, but also because of muscle. My family has been predisposed to like bulking and stuff, so weights hasn't been a great friend of mine, so I'll be doing that with before and afters. So yeah, follow me. I hope this isn't too hard. I study musical theater, so I'm kind of not necessarily completely like super fit, but like I'm average, I'll say. It's not like I don't exercise at all, but it's not like I'm like Chloe Ting, you know? So I'm in like the middle, more to the edge, because I love to sit on my ass and do nothing, so. So like, that wasn't that bad. What's difficult about the whole challenge is that I could totally do all these exercises like well, and I'd be fine if I just had more rest time. Like it feels more like an ab endurance thing, which I guess is the point, because damn, it's endurance, but afterwards I feel fine. I don't feel like dead or anything. But I also did, ooh, oh, there we go. Oh Lord. My body basically just gave up on me. Well, that's a lie. I think I just, in some bits in the middle there, I just had to like die for a second or two and then get back into it. Or like stay stationary, like in those up and down planks. I just stopped at a plank instead, or like put my knees down, because like the endurance thing is really bad. Like, these exercises would be great. They're great exercises for your abs. It's just the endurance thing really makes it hard for you to like be consistent in your form and like, you know, doing them correctly the whole way through. I think I can do this for 2 weeks. I should be fine. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Oh, my biggest issue, I really suck at consistency. Like after a few days, I have the feeling by the third day I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna do this tomorrow. Or I'll wake up in the morning and be like, I don't wanna do this. I'm gonna try my best to be as consistent as I can. No, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm putting it out into the universe. I'm gonna be positive and consistent. I'm gonna do all 14 days. Cause it's only 10 minutes. If I don't finish this correctly, then I'm gonna be really like not proud of myself, because that's a wuss ass cop out, you know? Day one complete. Right, so we are a week in, and like, I don't really know if I'm getting any abs. I don't really see much of a difference. Like, I'm still feeling as pudgy as I usually am. What if I flex? How's that? Is it working? Am I getting abs yet? No? So this is what I eat in a day. I start my mornings off with a bit of green tea because I am an intermittent faster, and it's not to lose weight or anything. It is because I have a slight history of binge eating and overeating and emotional eating. So I intermittent fast to get like a bit of control over like my intuitive eating, because when my brain's struggling, when I'm a bit sad, it helps to like have a little routine, I guess, to my eating. Because if I don't, then my intuitive eating turns into, overeating. But instead of having one bowl of oats, I'll have two. Instead of having one avocado toast, I'll have three. So to avoid that, I eat every 2 hours within an 8-hour period, so that I'm like, okay, I'm having breakfast. And then my brain goes, okay, cool, we've had breakfast, we've had the first meal, we're finished, but we're gonna eat again in 2 hours, instead of being like, we've eaten. Why not eat again? Why not eat now? I want to eat now. So it helps me a lot with that. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I haven't been diagnosed with binge eating disorder. That's a fact. But this is how I've just managed, because I haven't had the resources to reach out for help in that way. So this is what I've done to help myself manage with that. So yeah, I wake up at like 8 and then, get up, do my like chores or whatever, make tea, and then I go and exercise, and then I eat around 11:30, 12ish. Usually after I have my green tea, I then get my breakfast prepped, which is usually something like oats or eggs, but today I'm having oats. So I usually just kind of boil it, and then I put it in the microwave, and then I heat it for like a minute, and then I leave it covered so the steam can like cook the oats for the hour and a half that I have to wait before I start eating. Then I can eat, and then it's perfectly ready. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. So yeah. If any of you were ever curious what my setup is, it's 2 textbooks and a selfie stick. In like 2 hours since I put this in the microwave. This right here, this like gloop, is like, basically I put like a half a tablespoon of peanut butter and then a teaspoon of sugar, because I can't eat oats plain. I'm out of honey. I usually use honey. So yeah, that's how I prepare my oats. For dinner, I'll be having some fresh stir-fried vegetables. These are like some chicken, can't really see them in there, but they're chicken nuggets type of vibes. And this is beetroot. We're gonna have some of that today. So yeah, that was my Chloe Ting challenge. I did it for 2 weeks, 14 days. I have never stuck to something this loyally, diligently before in my entire life. Well, I'm sure I have done something, but at the moment I can't think of anything that I've stuck to for longer than like 3 days. There was some point near the end there where I was like procrastinating, so instead of doing it in the morning when I usually work out, I would end up like procrastinating until the next morning, as in like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and being like, oh, I haven't done the challenge today, have I? And then like quickly like busting it out and then going to bed. Did I get abs? No, I did not get abs. I didn't expect to get abs, but I did get something else. I kid you not, I feel so snatched. Like suddenly when I was looking in the mirror, I was like, oh damn sis, you've got proportions, don't you? Because like my waist just feels and looks more defined. So like if I'm like in my pajamas and I like happen to scratch my tummy, I'm like, oh, where's the peak? You know? It was just kind of like, oh, I'm a little plateau now. I don't think there's been that drastic of a difference. The biggest thing that I've gained from doing the challenge is how I feel rather than necessarily how I look. I feel like I look great. I don't know if I actually do look that great. Maybe it's just placebo. But I personally just like, I'm feeling myself. I'm just like, ooh, she's a toned bitch, ain't she? So yeah, I definitely feel a bit tighter. How long will these results last? I don't know. I'm tempted to start another challenge just because, I mean, I've got nothing else better to do. I mean, it's quarantine. Like, I'm probably going to be locked down for another month or two at least. And what's nice about Chloe Ting's workouts is that for people like me especially, who gets bored with like having a routine, having like 3 sets of the same thing over and over again, I get bored, and that's when I like get lazy to do things. But if you're constantly changing things up and there's like something new or things are different intensities, then I stick to it, because I'm like, oh, okay, this feels like I don't have to focus too much on doing the same things over and over again. But like I don't know, her workouts are just really like fun, and they're like curated to keep an attention span, and that I really appreciate that. That right there is what I need in a workout. How did I find the workouts themselves? I think for the most part I was fine. Doing the first day was hard. The first day was hard because I didn't know what to expect. The first day was not easy. And then the day after that was very easy. And I thought, okay, this is weird. And then maybe the day after that I was a little harder. So I think what happened, because the whole experience, the whole 14 days, nothing felt like it was getting easier. Everything just kind of felt like back and forth between too easy and too hard. So like, I think it was because the first day I was shocked. Then day 2 I was like, okay, let me manage. And then I managed, but I realized because I was coping, basically, I wasn't doing it as hard as I did the first day. So that meant I was doing like maybe half the reps that Chloe was in the video than what I was doing. So then I think what the whole experience just taught me overall is that I just really lack stamina, because I did not take less breaks. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like it got easier, because like when I read comments on the video or like watch other videos, people are like, yes, every day, you know, I started taking less breaks in between exercises, or during the exercises I didn't take as many breaks. And I'm like, honey, I still took breaks. I continuously kept taking breaks. If I wasn't taking breaks, I couldn't finish the exercises. Like basically what was happening was, if I went full out and like engaged my core all the way and tried to do as many reps as Chloe was doing, I would run out of steam very quickly, and then midway I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to stop, and I would get really like tired. So to the point where I was doing by the end half, I was doing all the low impact versions of the exercises. But then when I'm not like hyper like exercise mode, I find that I can get through the exercises without doing them low impact, but then I don't feel like I've done that much work. So then it doesn't feel like it feels really easy. And then, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but that's basically what happened. But it was definitely weird trying to like figure out why on day 1 I could do all the planks properly, but then like day 5 I was on my knees, or like the up and down planks. Ooh, I hated those. Why did they have to come out twice? I did that, like sometimes I did them properly, sometimes I did them on my knees, and it didn't change. It was very inconsistent in terms of like when it was high impact, when it was low impact. It just depended on how well I was coping that day, whether I'd eaten breakfast or not, you know, like it was very inconsistent. So it was hard to gauge my overall strength improvement, I guess. Right afterwards, after taking my before and after, my after the video, I literally ordered McDonald's, and was like, and like right after, I was sitting on my desk, at my desk, eating my Big Mac burger, because I was like, I earned it for 2 weeks straight. I exercised, so I'm going to eat a burger now in my bikini because I'm a supermodel. That's what I felt like in that moment. I was like, I'm so skinny, eating my burger and my chips and my Coke. Nothing will come to that moment where I was like sipping on that Coke in my bikini. Nothing equates to that moment. I just felt so like, yeah. So that's it from me. If you like the video, then like the video. If you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. And if you have any comments you'd like to share, then share them down below. And don't forget to press the bell notification to get notified whenever I upload something new. Yeah. Bye.